The deadlift is a hinge, it is not a squat. A common error that we see is people trying to squat the bar up using their quads. Emma's really upright. She's trying to stay upright. She's fighting the urge to hinge, loading her quads as much as she can, but also by doing that, loading her lower back more. Instead, the correct technique is to hinge, i.e. soft knees. We slide the hips back to come down to the bar. We take the tension out of the bar, and now we can load up the powerful muscles, the glutes and the hamstrings to pick the bar up. This is how we protect the lower back, by putting the glutes and the hamstrings in a good position to work and not arching the lower back and contracting those muscles. Breathing and bracing for the deadlift. In order to support the trunk and the spine for the deadlift, we want to make sure that we breathe and brace in the right way. Emma's going to show us how we do that. So she's going to put her hands on the sides of her abdomen. She's going to take a deep breath in, and as she does that, you can see that her hands are moving out, her belly has moved forward, and now she's holding a lot of tension in her trunk. This is also known as the Valsalva maneuver. And by filling the trunk up with air, we're not actually filling it with air, we fill the lungs up with air and we push the diaphragm down, which then causes the trunk to expand. We're then providing maximal support for the spine. Give us another demo. Deep breath in. There we go. Rib cage gets pulled down, sides of the belly, front of the belly, pushing all the way out around the spine. Now let's have a look at how we use that in a deadlift. Most easy way to do this is from the top. So Emma's going to do that same thing, deep breath in, pull the ribs down, push all the way out, come down to start position and pull. And relax. Now obviously if we're doing this for multiple reps, it's not going to be so easy to have to stand up and take a breath in between. So we also need to learn how to do it from the bottom of the movement. So Emma can set up from the bottom. Same thing applies. Deep breath in, pull the ribs down, push all the way out around the spine. Reset on the floor, same thing again. Now, if we're doing multiple reps in a row, we also need to learn how to do this whilst holding onto the bar. Emma's going to show us 3 reps in a row here. At the bottom of each rep, she takes a deep breath in, pulls the ribs down, pushes all the way out around the abs. Notice the big exhale on the way up, so drive, push out, lowers the bar down with control, breathe and brace again. This way, before each rep, she's maximally bracing through her trunk to support that load. Then on the way down, she's able to maintain a good position and breathe and brace again from the bottom. Another key point for the deadlift is lat tightness. Come down to start position. In order to keep that bar nice and close, we have to make sure that we engage the lats. A good way to think about this is protect your armpits. Imagine someone's trying to tickle you in your armpits. You're trying to stop them, so you block your armpits, pulling the lats back. Relax. By doing this, we ensure that the bar stays nice and tight and close to the body, so we can use those big muscles that are going to drive it to the ceiling. Let's give it a go. Comes down to start position, protect the armpits, and off we go. Another mistake on the deadlift is how to get into your start position. If Emma gets into the start position by pushing her knees forwards, now the bar ends up far away. She's got very little tension where she wants it to be, and it makes the movement path, the bar path of the movement, a lot less efficient. Instead, she's going to set up with her shins about 1 to 2 centimeters away from the bar. She's going to hinge backwards to get down to the bar. Then once she's happy with her grip, she's then going to wedge her hips and knees down and forward to get into that good start position, getting a lot of tension through the hamstrings and glutes, and off you go. Now we're going to talk about how to put these 3 points together. Setting up with the shins about 1 to 2 centimeters away from the bar. Emma's going to come down to the bar. She's going to breathe and brace, protect the armpits, wedge her hips and knees down, and off you go. Lovely.